Okay, so we just finished doing shock and trauma release, and I would just love to hear from y'all what your experiences were, both physically, any visuals that came through. Just what was that experience like for you? Yeah, go ahead.
I can go first, or go ahead, Nisa.
She's ready.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just gonna cut me off. So for me, what was funny was laying down, it kind of gave me like the board game operation.
I think about that too when yeah.
That was literally the visualization I kept getting. Like, as you're directing us on what we're releasing and what we're taking back, like taking out and stuff like that, I literally felt like if it was a certain, like if I was on an operation table
Yeah.
and I had a surgeon going in me and just like removing things, but then the image had changed to like a mechanic fixing a car and repairing certain things as it's so funny because I'm the type of person I'll remove stuff and I really don't care where you go. As long as you're out of me, I'm not sending you back to the light. That's too much energy. But as you were doing that, like the image of me that I was getting was like someone taking things out and just throwing it out in like the garbage. But it changed where it was like if a portal opened on the floor and I can see things like going through the portal and either being absorbed into Mama Gaia or like going into the portal and then like doing a U-turn and like shooting up into source where
Wow.
like you know how sometimes like in old school offices they would have like the little shoot messengers. It would be like an air vessel and you put so
Yes, yeah, yeah,
but it was like when we were releasing the energy and it was going back up to source. That's what
yeah.
it someone was taking things out, putting it in a cylinder, putting it in that like little
The
vacuum thing,
tube, yeah. Wow.
vacuum thing, and they were just shooting up. And I was like, oh, this is so cool.
That is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing. What do you feel physically any of the hot or cold sensations?
I'm feeling both because I'm shaking. I'm feeling cold, but the funny thing is I have shorts on and I can feel my body radiating a whole bunch of heat.
Yeah.
Body is hot, but I feel cold at the same time.
Yep. So yeah, so remember that cold is the shock and the trauma leaving the body. That heat is because the energy that was holding that in place is now being released. So it's very common sensations. Anything else you want to add?
That's basically all. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing. You want to go ahead, Amber?
Yes. First of all, thank you. This was my first time doing this, and I did come in a little late. It was funny because I was trying to relax and meditate, and then I kept hearing the ding, and I was like, what is going on? And I was like, this is the perfect time to do this. So um
Absolutely.
I jumped in kind of like when you're almost done with the first one and I got the full second wave of it. And
Yeah.
when I tell you, I think I was focusing on the trauma I have with my face. So that has been something that I've just been personally working on with energy and everything and energy healing and all of the things for the past couple of months now. And so when you were talking about the fragments being integrated, that was very intense. I was literally started
Mm.
shaking a little bit and had like some
Oh, wow.
shivers. And when you were removing like the earth bound beings and then like the extraterrestrial, I just saw like a light from the center of my body go like straight up. And that's like was my only visual like for that whole segment, which was very awesome. But honestly, when you got to the integrating part and
Yeah.
the colors, it was actually funny because when Edward was talking about the colors, I was like, there was a color segment. I think I like really like fell asleep at that point, like where I was like where my conscious mind just went zoop one way
Yeah.
and it's funny when that happens, because when I do some like sleep meditations or whatever, I'll like kind of start to click back in, and a part of me will start repeating what you're saying, but I'm not realizing that I'm repeating it. And so like I remember there kind of being colors, but I remember like I completely fell asleep during that point, and I was just like, I allow and I accept, and then I just knocked out.
Yeah, that's how you know it's deep, right? When you're like,
Oh
I was
yeah,
asleep.
that's when I know, like, yeah, it's all coming all together. So I'm excited to see, because I was very overstimulated today just in general. And another sensation I wanted to share real quick is like all around my crown. So like all around
Mm,
here, especially right at the base of my skull, a lot of sensations on my temples, my eyes, like all in the crown area, which is the area I wanted to focus on. So a lot of sensation there too, which was awesome. So I'm excited.
yeah,
I have less tension in my neck, which has always been my big issue. And then I'm excited to see what else kind of
absolutely.
flows throughout the day and
Thank
how
you
my
for
body
sharing.
reacts. So thank you so much. I enjoyed that
Yeah.
very much.
I mean, it is really amazing how much you will feel that physically, like that release. It's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Yeah. Thank you,
Thank you.
Miss Barbie.
How did you know I wanted to share? Oh, I'm just kidding. Um, I went pretty deep. Like you seen me sit up and put my phone on the little
Yep.
holder because I was holding it and I kept going. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go deep. I gotta hang this up. So I did, and um, I started feeling the sensation from my solar plexus all the way down my lower body, through my legs and out the bottoms of my feet. But I could literally feel energy leaving my whole bottom half. Like I was laying down, but I could feel it coming out the bottom of me, moving. And then um, I just kept breathing, and the feeling I was getting was a tingling, a warm tingling. So I could feel the energy moving, and then I felt my whole head got warm and tingly, and I just opened my crown and it was releasing. And then that's when I started getting really deep, is when you started the colors. I don't know what it is about the colors, but
They are
I don't
powerful,
know.
I'm telling
Like
you.
I
Yeah.
really don't know what colors you said, but I heard the last color I heard was purple. When I heard purple, I was gone.
There were two more
I could
after
feel
that.
myself. Okay, I didn't hear them. I heard purple, and then I went into the quantum, and it was pure dark. And then I had light come around, and I felt the everything just wash over me. And then I heard you say, "Okay, and that's it." And I'm like, "Okay, what just really happened?"
Wow.
So,
Yeah, we did a couple more from then. So you were in there a few minutes. That's beautiful.
whew, yeah, I was deep. Like I literally, I did feel my hand jump. I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" So yeah,
Wow.
this is
Anything else
it's
to
pretty
add?
neat, Lauren. This is amazing. It's pretty neat.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for sharing. I loved hearing from that. And if anybody has seen this and wants to come and do a session, we can do a condensed session, which is doing this healing trauma release session, some integration, wherever else Spirit will guide us. You can find that information, empoweredhealing.co, and of course in the description below. Thank you.
Okay.